Good morning, students. In the previous class, we have studied about the structure of neuron, different types of neurons, and reflex action, reflex arc. Today, we will discuss other parts of nervous system. Human nervous system is broadly categorized in two parts, that is CNS and PNS, central nervous system and peripheral nervous system. Central nervous system is again divided into two types, brain and spinal cord, whereas peripheral nervous system has two parts, voluntary nervous system and involuntary nervous system. In voluntary, we are having cranial and spinal nerves, and involuntary, we are having sympathetic and parasympathetic. In central nervous system, we will first start with the human brain. Human brain is the organ of the body which is situated in the skull, and it is having a weight of 1.2 to 1.4 kg, and almost 98% of the total nervous system is covered by this, and it is the most advanced and well developed of all animals. Here you can clearly visualize the three main parts of human brain. So human brain is broadly categorized in three parts: forebrain, midbrain and hindbrain. And I have highlighted this in different colors so you can easily understand all these parts. Now this forebrain is again divided into three parts, that is olfactory lobes, cerebrum, or you can say thalamus, and hypothalamus. Now let's talk about the forebrain. Forebrain has a three main parts: cerebrum, thalamus and hypothalamus. Cerebrum is the largest part of the brain, and out of all three main parts of the brain, this forebrain is covering almost the 75 to 80% part of the brain, whereas the midbrain and hindbrain are very small. Now let's first talk about the largest part of the brain, that is cerebrum. This cerebrum is the main part of the forebrain, and it is divided into two hemispheres, that is right hemisphere and left hemisphere. Right hemisphere is responsible for controlling the left side of the body, whereas left hemisphere is responsible for controlling the right side of the body, and it also helps in academics and logical side of right hemisphere is deciding the artistic and creative side of the brain, and whereas the left hemisphere is also known as the academic and logical side of the brain. Each cerebral hemisphere is divided into four parts: frontal, parietal, temporal and occipital lobes. Frontal lobes, it helps to also known as the center of intelligence also, whereas parietal lobes, they are also known for parietal lobe is known for the taste, pain, touch, pressure and temperature senses. The temporal lobe, it is help in identifying the hearing and smell, whereas occipital lobe helps in the perception of sight. It means for visualizing anything. All these lobes work for. So these are the functions of cerebrum. It controls sight, hearing, speech, and it is also having the control of voluntary muscles, means muscles which are under our control. And very importantly, this part is responsible for reasoning, intelligence, the thinking portion, or any kind of decision we are taking, that is to be done with the help of cerebrum only. What is thalamus? Thalamus is the part which is present above the brainstem, or you can say near the midbrain, and its main function is to receive the impulses from the eyes, ears, skin and other internal organs, and this help to send all these impulses to the main thinking part of the brain, which is called cerebrum. So thalamus इंफॉर्मेशन को लेके कहाँ भेजता है? सेरिब्रम के पास. Now what is hypothalamus? Hypothalamus is the part of the forebrain which is located at the base of diencephalon, and it has control center for hunger, thirst, sleep, sweating, body temperature and emotions also. इसके बिल्कुल पास में एक ग्लैंड प्रेजेंट होती है, पिट्यूटरी ग्लैंड, जिसे कि हम मास्टर ग्लैंड भी बोलते हैं, बिकॉज वो बाकी सब ग्लैंड्स को क्या करती है, कंट्रोल करती है।